What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Sabby. Welcome to another episode of Self Mastery. Today I will be starting a new series of videos, and these videos are going to be based on this particular book. Let me show it to you all. It is Working with the Law by Raymond Holliwell. Now, this book shares 11 truth principles for successful living. But I take those principles as 11 spiritual laws that govern this universe. Because at the end of the day, it is the spiritual essence that governs all. This book was recommended to me by my coach and mentor, Bob Proctor, who is a genius in his field. If you guys have watched the documentary The Secret on Netflix, it commercializes the law of attraction. But in that documentary, you will definitely see Bob Proctor explaining how the law of attraction works, along with other people as well. But just for those that are not aware of who Bob Proctor is, I will link a link to his channel below in my description, but also I'll link a Amazon link to this book, so you guys can check that out as well if you're interested. But these videos that I will be releasing will cover one principle a video. So you can get all the information here as well. But today I will be talking specifically about the law of non-resistance and how it is one of the best laws out there that run the show, but also how we need to familiarize ourselves with this law and actually, what's the right word? Absorb it, soak it in. Repeat it so often that it becomes our new paradigm. And the reason I say this is because this affects all of us. And I'll get into it so you guys understand what I'm talking about. Basically, for this law, remember this particular maxim or quote. Whatever you resist will continue to persist. Just hold that in the back of your mind and I'll come back to that. But think of a stream of water. The stream of water, right? Many streams of water exist, and their main purpose, their main goal is to converge into a bigger body of water called a river. And same thing with the river's main purpose or main focus is to converge, or I guess dump its water into the ocean. It merges into the ocean, right? So if you think about this water that's flowing in this stream, its main objective or its main goal is to get to that bigger body of water, which is the river. But obviously along the way, it's going to have many roadblocks or many obstacles. Could be some rocks, could be falls, could be beaver dams, could be anything. Could be just animals, right? It could be anything in this body of water that can potentially stop the flow. However, if you've noticed, water never fights against these obstacles, right? Water doesn't just, it's not like, hey, let's stop everything. Let's gather all our force, all our momentum and get this rock out of the way. No, you'll never see that. What you will see though is water either goes around the obstacles, it goes over the obstacles, under, through. Whichever way, the path of least resistance, water will take that to get to its final destination. You can see that in nature, and that's the beauty of nature, because nature itself is adhering to these principles. Nature is following these laws to the T. And that's why Ralph Waldo Emerson, one of my mentors, one of my inspirations, always talks about why it's so important for man to go out into nature and to observe all these things for himself, so he may learn how this universe operates. And it's so crucial that you do so. But anyways, getting back to the original topic, now let's talk about human beings, because we're going to take that example and we're going to sort of metaphorically translate that for ourselves. We too have goals. We too have desires. We too have, missions to accomplish. And at least I pray, at least all my viewers do, because it's very important to have a goal or very important to have a mission. But if you're on any journey, could be a journey to, getting to black belt in karate, or it could be a journey to writing your next book, or it could be a journey to starting your own business. You're going to come across a lot of challenges. You're going to come across a lot of obstacles, roadblocks, dead ends. It's all going to be in your path along your journey. And so what are you going to do? Are you going to be like that water that's only focused on the goal itself? And it does not even care about these rocks. It doesn't even care about, the obstacles in the path. Are you going to be like that water? I think you should. I think you should choose to be like that water, because that's what the law of non-resistance, that's the purpose, that's the essence of the law. The reason I say that is because let's take that quote back again. Whatever you resist will continue to persist, in the sense that if you shift your focus from your goal to the small challenges along the way, or the small roadblocks along the way, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your energy, you're wasting your focus, and you're losing sight of the bigger picture. You're losing your vision, so to speak. And so that will detract you from, your main goal, or where it is that you're trying to go. And so rather, we should take all our energy and focus on the mission itself. The reason I say that is because law of attraction, but also quantum physics, if you summarize it all together, if you give all your energy to whatever it is, it may be your problems, or it may be your blessings, right? Whatever you choose to give your energy to, that's what will grow in your experience. That's what will get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So if we take this law of non-resistance as it is, if we focus on the dead ends, or if we focus on these obstacles in our path, those are what will continue to persist. Those are what will continue to remain and to get bigger. Right? And so in the end, we're only digging a hole for ourselves. We're only wasting our energy. We're only wasting our time. And then in the end, we're going to be left tired, drained, depleted, wanting to give up on our goal because, of all these challenges that keep getting bigger and bigger. And they're just, they won't leave. You want to take your focus and just put it on the bigger picture. Let me give you an example, right? I run a business, and so my goal every day, or my goal at the end of the month, is to get more products online, right? I run an e-commerce business. So I need to have more inventory. I need to have more products online. I need to make sure I'm delivering the best possible experience to all my customers. I'm staying on top of my marketing as best as I can. All these things, there's a whole list of things I need to do to run my business efficiently, because at the end of the day, obviously, you run a business so you can make more money, but also you can serve more people and you can add more value into people's lives. Obviously, every day, there are challenges. Maybe, I get returns, or maybe my package wasn't delivered to the proper address, or, maybe one day my sales are slow, or it could be just a number of things that can go wrong, right? However, I don't let those small things affect me, because my focus is still on what it is that I want to achieve, what it is that I want to do, right? I want to double my business. I want to expand my business. So I'm always focused on that, rather than, oh my God, I had a return today, or I had this today. Because if I lose focus of the bigger picture, I'm going to get stuck in these small things that truly do not matter. And they will not help me in the grand scheme of things, or they won't help me at least level myself up. If something happens, yeah, you sort of have to sometimes take a detour. You sometimes have to go around them, or you sometimes have to just, let them be for what they are and then just keep moving forward. Yes, you're going to have to acknowledge their existence in your path, but do not get bogged down by them. Do not let them defeat you in your journey or in your path. And that's what the law of non-resistance is saying, that don't focus on those problems. Don't focus on those things that are not working out. Rather, focus on the things that are going well, but also focus on where it is that you want to go. Think of the water always. The water doesn't care about these things, man. The water is just getting to its goal, right? Observe water. It's always taking the path of least resistance. And we too should as well, right? We too should also take the path of least resistance towards our goals, towards what it is that we want to achieve. Because no matter where you are in life, no matter what level you're at, whether you're, just starting out, or you're Oprah Winfrey or whatever, you're always going to have challenges along the way. but you cannot lose your focus. You cannot lose sight of the bigger picture. You have to always remain in alignment with where you are going, because that is what will take you to where you need to be. But that is the law of non-resistance in a nutshell. Obviously, check out the book, read the book. The book obviously, uses more elaborate words, probably will give you more examples and everything like that. But obviously, I wanted to make this easy for viewers to understand that have maybe already read this book, or maybe just wanted to get the sort of Spark Notes, Cliff Notes version of what the law of non-resistance is. So whatever you resist will continue to persist, and also focus on the bigger picture. Don't focus on these tiny obstacles along the way, because in due time, they won't even matter anymore. And the reason I say that is, if you look at eventually the stream of water that merges into a big river, what is a rock for a big river? It's nothing. If anything, the river has so much momentum now that any rock, or I guess most rocks, will eventually just flow with the water, right? Because the power of the water is so strong now that, these small things don't even mean much compared to that stream that couldn't even budge the rock. The river literally is carrying these rocks with it. And so that's what will happen with you as well, is that these small challenges that are presenting themselves to you right now in your journey, later on, 5-10 years down the road, they're not even going to be a factor in anything, right? You're not even going to think about them at all. And so that really is the point of this video, is the law of non-resistance. Don't resist anything. Don't resist anything. Whatever shows up in your experience that is harmful, I guess, so to speak, or I guess not harmful, that's not the right word, but is a challenge, or is something that's like potentially stopping you from excelling, don't focus on it. Just be like, you know what, this too shall pass, because it will pass, because I'm focused on where I need to go, right? And I'm going to get there. Regardless, I'm going to get there. I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to keep going as much as I can. And that is the heroic journey. That is the hero itself. The hero doesn't give up. The hero doesn't stop for anything. The hero keeps going. But anyways, I can talk a long time on this subject, and that's one thing I love. I'm very passionate about the things I speak about. But today's topic, the law of non-resistance, and shortly I will make another video on a different principle. But I really hope you guys learned something useful or valuable from this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Share it with anybody that you feel like could use this information, because, hey, people out there, they need guidance. And, my goal is always to give value to people. And so if you want to share it with anybody, please feel free to share it. It's always love from me. It's always, I really appreciate you guys so much for just, subscribing, but also tuning in and just taking the time to watch this video or listen to it. Whether you're driving or, taking a shower, whatever, but regardless, thank you so much once again. Take care. I will be back again with new videos. But it's your boy Sabby. Thank you for tuning in to Self Mastery, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.